Hi, Warlock. Today we'll be doing second math, lesson 25. The first problem says, what is the diameter of a tire when given the circumference of the tire measures 32 pi? So the first thing is for a circle. The length across a circle would be the diameter. While let's just say the length like halfway would be the radius. So the diameter is always the diameter is 2 times bigger than the radius always. And for circumference covers like the perimeter, like the outside layer of a circle. So with this in mind, we know that, or the formula for circumference is 2 pi r. And we know that circumference is 32 pi. To equal to 32 pi. We have 2 pi r and 32 pi. We can divide by 2 both sides. So that gives pi r is equal to 16 pi. And we can divide by pi. And that will give us r is equal to 16. So the radius would be 16 for number 1 in this case. Oh, no, sorry. The radius would be 16. However, we know that we're trying to find the diameter, and we know that 2r is equal to the diameter, so do 2 times 16 is equal to diameter, and that would be 32. So 32 is the diameter, which is C. So 32 inches would be the diameter. What is the radius? Number 2 says, what is the radius of a circle of the circumference that measures twice as much as its area? Basically what it's saying is, what circle's circumference is 2 times more than the area of a circle? 2 times more than the area, which would be like in here. So we'll just, we know it can't be 2 pi or pi because we're looking for radius, and radius can't be like, the radius has to be like a whole number. So it has to be either 2 or 1. So let's just try number 2. So circumference, the formula is 2 pi r. So if the radius is 2, then it would be 4 pi. And then for area, which would find like the inner part of the circle, it would be pi r squared. So in this case, r squared, so 2 squared, that'll be 4 pi. So it'd be 4 pi and 4 pi, which means they're equal, which means the radius of the circumference is not twice as much as the area. So this will not be 2. Let's try number 1. 2 pi r, which would just be 2 pi. However, pi r squared would give us pi. So that means the circle circumference is twice as much as the area. So the answer would be A. Number 3 says, what is the circumference of a cup when given the diameter of a cup measures 8 centimeters? Let's just assume this is like the top of the cup, like where the liquid comes in. We know diameter is this whole thing right here. And we know 2 the diameter, or 2 diameter is equal to 2r. So we do 8 is equal to 2r. We divide by 2 on both sides. It gives us the radius is equal to 4. So we know the radius is equal to 4. And for circumference, we know the formula is 2 pi r. So we do 2 pi, and our radius is 4. So this 2 times 4 is 8, so it would just be 8 pi. So the answer would be C. Number 4 says the angles in the picture below are complementary. What is the measure A? What complementary means is when the sum of two angles add up to 90 degrees. And in this photo, we already have one angle, which is 52. And we know that 52 plus A is going to be 90. So we do 90 degrees minus 52 degrees. That'll give us 38, I believe. The answer would be A, 38 degrees, because we know these two angles are complementary, and complementary is when they add up to 90. The answer would be A, 38 degrees. Number 5 says, what is the measure of A in the picture below? For this one, basically, okay. The angles, basically, they would add up to 100, these two angles right here. So, let's just say it was like 76, this would add up to 24. So, in this case, it's 82. 100 minus 82 equals to 18. The answer would be B, 18 degrees. Number 6 says, what is the measure of A in the picture below? We know that this whole thing is 78 degrees. We know part of this, is 32 degrees. So we're trying to find what this is. So what we'll do is we just do 78 degrees minus 32 degrees, because we're trying to find, we already know one part of it, and then we're trying to find the second part. So that'll just be 46 degrees is our answer. And we know we're correct because 46 degrees and 32 degrees add up to 78 degrees, which is right here. So the answer would be B, 46 degrees. Number 7 says, what is the sum of supplementary angles? This one, there's no really mathematical explanation to it, or explanation. It's just a definition. Supplementary angles are the definition. They are two angles whose sums add up to 180 degrees. This is in contrast to complementary, which the sums add up to 90 degrees. So the answer would be B, 180 degrees.